That's I like your narrative a lot better. I think your narrative is best. And
Yeah,
since it's your narrative, it's also the truth.
and it's also my beliefs. Is
Yeah.
that that's how it went? That's my beliefs. So
And as a result, because it's your beliefs, it's also the Constitution. So
right. So there we go.
it's called Law Sweaty. Look it up. Pete Owens in the chat just said, "What if we listen to Twitch and YouTube at the same time?
Oh,
OMG,
do it. I
so
want
random, hee hee, and surround sound."
hee 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 hee.
Yes,
OMG So Random Hehe Hehe. That's what it's called when you listen on both.
or
So pull it up.
OMG, so random, hee hee, 2000.
Right, or that. That's
Yeah.
one of the two. You're right.
So
So
Pete
if you
Pete Owens, do it.
Yeah, please do it. I want to know, and if you can, if there's any way while you're doing OMG So Random Hehe 2000, if there's any way that you can also like record it with like your video camera, just so we can like hear the noise, like what it sounds like.
Yeah, I
Because
want to
I
hear how
bet it's
shitty it sounds.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I need to know. I need to know how terrible I sound when my voice is like echoing of itself. You know.
What if it creates like, when you put two phones together on speakerphone and it creates a feedback loop? What if it does that and you just can't turn it off? And it's
Wait,
just
what is it now? I don't know if I've ever done that.
like it's a feedback loop. It just like picks up the other mic and it just
Oh,
like gets
like
worse and worse. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That okay. So that would happen on like Zoom and stuff too. Okay,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I've done that. I know what you mean. I've done that. I that made me think of this thing that I used to do with some of my friends for some reason. I don't know why we did this, but we got really into it for a while. Where there'd be like four of us, and we would all have like our phones, and we would
Uh-huh.
try to do a countdown and start the same song at the same time to play like out loud on our phones to see
Really?
like what it would sound like and if we could like get it all at the same, and it was just all four of them. I
And
think we
did it not work?
like very rarely work. And I remember one time we think that we got it to work, like maybe I don't know, maybe we didn't, but to us it was like good enough. And we did this weird thing where we like formed a pyramid with our phones. So there's like four phones like up in a pyramid playing the same song all at the same
Wow.
time. It was yeah, it was just so interesting. What an
No,
interesting thing that happened.
It sounds satanic to me.
It is.
It's a
probably
satanic phone ritual.
Oh, it is. You're right. Actually, we were trying to conjure spirits and the devil.
Yeah.
The dead, as I like to call
Spirits,
them.
the devil, and the dead. Tonight on Dateline.
Oh my god! So random. Oh my god! So random.
Welcome everyone. Officially, now that the music is played, that means things are official here, and we are now officially official on OMG.
How many times can you say official?
It's the official challenge.
Mm-hmm.
How many times can you say official without sounding like you're trying to say official? That's the official challenge. But anyway, welcome to OMG So Random Hehe. We are, like I mentioned, now officially official because we played the theme song. So now we have to do the whole show open, which we're doing right now. I'm Brian, and I'm joined by Dirk, and we got some wacky bananos for you tonight. We're going to go wacky bananos. We're going to skip to my loo.
I
We're
already
just gonna get
skipped to the
wild.
loo before the show. I want to give a shout out to Pete Owens. He did the challenge. He did the YouTube Twitch
He did.
simultaneous stream challenge.
He did.
And he
Okay.
reported back. So he said, "Holy shit, that was horrifying. It sounds like there were two of each of you, but one pair was from the mirror universe, and were passive aggressively trying to do their own podcast in the same room as y'all to like outdo you.
We were like fighting each other.
No, listen to my silly show.
This is my show, not yours.
And obviously, the mirror universe versions of us would have to defer because we would be using that whiny voice. But eventually, I guess they would too, so I don't know.
Right. Yeah, so who wins in that situation? You're just on a whiny voice loop forever. It's kind of like the feedback with the iPhones, right?
Mine,
Back and forth.
I want to give everyone a quick update. We have yet to be sued by the Today Show. I know we're just coming out of a holiday.
Right.
So there is time. I mean, the legal
could be
department, the legal department could be drafting it up as we speak.
Right.
But I still would love to have a whistleblower kind of blow the lid off of this whole story that we plagiarized one of their news clips, and we also need desperately to get on to reveal that the water sommelier is in fact Dr. Character Bonkers.
That's right. We need to reveal that. We need the world to know. Outside of our little bubble, the world needs to know.
Yeah.
They need to see the truth behind the water sommelier.
Yeah.
And his silly little outfits and his goofy little water bottles.
And people will start calling us W Anon for water. Water Anon.
Because we've unlocked the water secrets and truths.
Yeah, we literally opened the water gate. Okay,
We did.
this is going to be a new.
Open the water gate.
Yeah, this is a new water gate that, honestly, that this century needs. We need to show that the water sommelier is just an elaborate character thought up from the twisted mind of Dr. Character Bonkers.
Right. Yeah. We need a new year, new me moment here. Is what we need. Because
Yes.
I don't know, we've had a couple rough years, right? 2021 wasn't all bad. 2020 wasn't all bad either. I mean, it sucked that we've had to become libs that living in fear.
Yeah.
But, some positives have happened. I think the show has gotten kind of better, maybe?
Oh, I
Right?
think the show's gotten better.
Yeah.
Again, we usually save this kind of back pattery for the post show,
Right.
but
Right.
hey, new year, new us.
Well,
And also, I just wanted to say I'm still sipping on champagne from New Year's. And I'm drinking a woman's gay drink right now, everyone's favorite, a mimosa.
oh, wow.
As a man, I should be drinking a man-mosa. I know that.
Yeah.
One that's made
Bud
out
heavy.
of like, Bud Heavy or motor oil, honestly,
Right,
with concentrated frozen orange juice, because fresh squeezed is just for the ladies.
You know what I do with the word fresh? I no longer use fresh. Now it's French or Frenched.
Really?
So French squeeze. I
Wow.
would say it was, French squeezed maybe.
That sounds incredibly erotic.
When I feed my cats, we have salmon, and we'll because sometimes we refrigerate half the can,
Right.
So we have this joke with our one cat Winnie because she really likes the fresh cans, and so we'll say I'll say French or Frenched salmon. Say, come on, Winnie, come on, Frenched salmon.
And does she come a running?
She's actually really difficult to feed. She hides. You got to go on a quest to find her. And feed
Really?
her. It's like a daily morning quest.
Wow.
I don't know why but then at night she'll come down and she'll want to eat. She'll roll around. She's all wacky. She wants to eat every 20 minutes. I don't know.
Is she an old cat?
No, she's the youngest one. It's very strange.
Wow. Because that's
Mm-hmm.
that's huge old cat energy. if I may say.
She's the only female, and she's much smaller than the two males. So that might affect it. Like maybe she knows they're asleep, so now she wants to come in and get more food. But the thing is, like, they're so like we can't leave food out, which would be ideal for her, but we can't do it because they're literal like friggin' monsters with food. Like they will
Oh,
eat until like they just won't stop. Like until the food is gone, they will eat it.
wow.
So I feel like for her that doesn't work, and she's like when anytime they hear food, they're around, so it makes it harder for her since she's outnumbered and like half, maybe like a quarter their size.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you know what they say, cats be crazy.
they do. Cats do be crazy. They do be fun too. I have a lot of fun with my cats.
I've never had a house cat.
Oh, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you're missing out. But I mean, I can understand them not being for everybody. Like everything isn't for everybody. So like,
Right.
I'll never like you must do this. You know, like
simply
that.
must.
Yeah. Except for like sometimes I'll be like, please, you gotta listen to Under Me Slang Tang. Like that's like the one thing I'll do. Like,
But like that's so different than you must have a cat in the house.
right.
I had barn cats growing up.
Did you?
Yeah.
But they don't show affection, really, right? Or do
Oh,
they?
I had a couple that did. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They weren't like totally feral, but
Yeah.
so
Welcome to Cat Chat. That's right, folks. Tonight, one night only, it's Cat Chat. No more jokes, no more funnies, no more sillies, just cats. Meow meow.
you did that meow meow really well. I mean, it's obvious that you are a genuine cat owner because only a true cat owner would be able to meow meow like that.
So, do you want to hear the voice that I talk to my cats in?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, like, I won't share this usually. People ask, like, can I hear how you talk to them? I say, no. This is a very private thing to me. So, the fact that I'm just gonna give this, maybe we should make this Patreon only at this point. No, I know we can't, but this should be Patreon only content.
Well,
But
maybe on Friday I'll put up a disclaimer that's like paywall activated.
So I mean, I talk to them very many different ways, but there's like one specific voice that they all have. Well, here, what should I say? See, what I do is like I pretend when I do it, it's like they're saying it to me. Like,
Yeah.
Dad, I'm gonna whoop your friggin' ass, Dad! I'm gonna whoop the shit out of you, Dad!
Can I
Friggin' dunzo, Dad!
Can you do it one more time?
Yeah, let's see what's another thing they would say.
Shush off!
They always say that. Shush off.
Hey, Dad, shush off!
Two things. One,
Yeah, that's right. I make my cats call me Dad in a silly little voice that I made up for them. That's right.
don't feel too bad because I have a story of my own. But 1A, I love the voice. 1B, it sounds exactly like how I would picture your cousin Brandon's child to sound.
Or Brandon as him,
Yes.
but as himself as a Muppet, like him
Yes.
with a Muppet on his hand, and then he has to do his voice as a Muppet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could totally hear it. And then 2, I do the same thing for our Dalmatian. I have a voice that I use for him that I talk for him in
On
the
his
voice.
behalf. Okay, that's good to know. Okay.
So
Alright.
I'll do the voice. Since you did yours, I'll do mine.
Oh shit, this is like really deeply personal shit here.
Yeah. Yeah, move over, Mark Maron. We're getting really personal here. So I don't even know how I came to the voice. It just like it happened when he was a puppy,
Right.
and I've
Okay.
used it ever since. But
Okay.
I I'll always like walk into a room where he's at. Like if he's watching my fiance, I don't know, let's say cut up a strawberry or something. He loves strawberries, so I'll be like, mommy, you gonna share a strawberry tree with me?
Oh, that's great.
And then sometimes like he acts up. Like so when we first got on the air, he was really barking, and we also have a 16-year-old Jack Russell mix. Um, he's like my stepson. So he came from her previous relationship, and he's fine, but he's like kind of a little bitch. I'm not the biggest fan.
My stepson is a little bitch.
Yeah, well. Anyway, he'll get like if he goes after Zeke, our Dalmatian, then Zeke starts like hitting him with his paws and barking. And when he does that, I'll say something like, "Brisky, I gotta be better than me now."
Wait, was there a like touch of British in there?
Yeah, a little bit,
Like
I
a
guess.
small touch?
But usually his voice is just, "Mommy, I think I'm gonna be better than me now."
Oh, that's great.
So you're not alone. I
Good.
do it all the time.
It's very good to know.
I also
if
sing
you-
songs to him. I do the whole thing.
If you're out there and you're listening, please, if you'd like to, feel free to call in and share if you have a voice that you make your pet talk as,
Hmm.
and then, feel free to put it on display for us as we have so kindly done for you.
Yeah, honestly, every week I put together a little outline of things for us to talk about. That was not not anywhere near the outline, but
Nope.
that's random conversation, baby. So if you do have a pet voice, call us at 260-355-5713 and tell us your pet voice because we would love to hear it.
Have I derailed the episode?
No,
By
I
just
don't
being
think
like,
so.
Listen to my pet voice right now.
Wow, that didn't take long.
I'm too loud. Like, I keep. Oh, yeah, okay.
Hello.
Hi, this is a friend of the show, Pete Owen.
Hey,
Hey!
Pete Owens.
I'm not gonna lie, it seems sort of like too within a normal person's wheelhouse to go into cat chat, but I really like the turn that the podcast has taken into this weird like inside the mind of dogs and cats thing. I dig it. I wanted to share my pet voice experience.
Yes. The PVE.
Go off, sis.
Yeah, my parents used to have this dog. He passed away a couple years ago, but we got him when I was in high school still, and his name was Luke, and he was a yellow lab. And we've had a lot of labs, and in my experience, they're really fun, but also they can just be really pouty, like just sort of like try to get everybody to feel bad for them because they're not currently being fed or paid attention to. So I would call Luke Sad Boy, and I would give him this voice when he would want food, and my dad would tell him to quit begging. I would have Sad Boy be like, "Oh no, Dad, you never feed me. I haven't eaten in 45 minutes, Dad. What's going on?"
That's a really good voice.
Yeah, that's great.
The anguish of the lab really comes through.
Yeah, he was a good boy. Near the end of his life, he went blind, and it kind of like intensified the effect because he was a pretty smart dog. He would still come up to you. He'd smell the food and he'd come up to you, but then he'd look at you with these like witch eyes that were all like messed up. But he looked like he was like a witch in a
Oh.
Grimm's fairy tale. But then in my head, I would just hear, I just really need some food real bad, please.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
Yeah, that's my PVE for y'all.
Hell yeah.
Love that PVE.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
And yeah, thank you, big man. I hope you have a great evening.
Thank you.
You too.
You too.
Yeah. Bye.
That was a great PVE.
That was a great PVE. Pet voice experience.
You heard it here first, folks. It's PVE.
So the way that he did that voice, it kind of reminded me of something that I actually did put on the outline. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something I wanted to talk about. I had a memory about it, so I wanted to bring it up. I was back when I was a schoolboy.
Mm-hmm.
I was a tough-bodied hardman for a little while,
Oh boy.
and I was on the wrestling team.
Oh,
Okay.
you were a wrestler.
I was a wrestler. I got out there. I got wicked, got wild. Picked him up. I tossed him down. All sorts of stuff. So, I would be around these wrestling match events where, you'd wrestle someone from another school, whatever.
Of course.
My friend Drew was wrestling at one of these events, and he's wrestling against a kid from a local school. His name is Mitch. His name was Mitch. I'll say that.
Okay.
Should I say that, or should we bleep it?
If you're just saying the first name, I don't think it.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Okay. His name was Mitch, and he was also. Can I also do a describing factor, or then are we crossing the line? Like if I could
Look.
say a hair color.
At this point, if it brings us closer to getting litigation from the Today Show,
You're right. You are absolutely right.
make it
His
happen.
full name was no, just kidding. But no, he was an orange-haired man.
Okay.
So his name was Mitch, and he was an orange-haired man. They say ginger, right? Is that okay to say?
Yeah, I mean South Park says it, so why not?
Okay. So he's a ginger. So they're wrestling, and there's a thing like that during the matches, like the ref, like if there's an injury, the ref will stop the match,
Right.
just so that you don't get like very injured or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're wrestling, and the other kid is losing. Mitch is losing pretty badly, and he knows this. That there's if you get hurt,
Right.
that the referee will stop it. So Mitch wasn't actually hurt, though. He was just going to lose, and was losing very badly because there's like points in wrestling. So like, he was, or you get pinned, that kind of thing. You
Right.
lose the match. So he's losing badly, and instead of actually getting hurt, he must have been thinking like, how can I get this stopped? Instead of, he wasn't hurt, but the next best thing I guess he could think of was he goes, hurt! Hurt!
He really said it like that?
Yes, hurt! And the referee, of course, stopped. And I don't know about of course, like, I don't know if he should have.
Well,
Because, like, the match just went on right after. He was fine. He just didn't lose right away. But, yeah. So I was just thinking, I know that was a long story, but I think I had to give the context for why I wanted to bring this up. I had an idea of maybe if something is ever hurting or bothering one of us or one of our listeners, because obviously what we want to have, like, a safe space,
of course, yeah.
right, on the show.
As
So, if
libs,
anything-
that's something that's important to us.
Right. So if either of us or if anyone ever wants to call in, feel free to call in. And if you're being upset by what we're talking about, just use the special code word, which is now going to be hurt.
But you have to say it like that.
Yeah, you have to, or it doesn't count.
Right. If you just call us and say hurt like
Mhm.
that,
No. Nothing. It
the
means
show
nothing.
will go on.
Mhm.
But if you call in and you say hurt, then we'll stop.
Uh-huh.
We will just stop the show and sit in silence for 15 seconds.
At least. Hurt. Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to say.
It does bear a striking resemblance to the voice that Pete Owens used for that dog.
Just not right. It kind of reminded me of it.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a little whiny, like sad boy, like he said.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Pete Owens, he just said in the chat, praying for Paul Clemente to call. Thank you for bringing this up. We've been having some issues rescuing Paul. So we talked about holding an insurrection outside the gates of General Mills to try to save Paul by using the flea market and the carnival barker gig as a way to distract the guards. We've had a little bit of trouble, and Paul kind of called us out on Twitter the other day. He said, "It's been weeks. What's going on? Why haven't you saved me?" Well, it's been complicated, right? I mean, we go up to the gate and we set up our silly little flea market, right? But then after a while, it's almost like, for me personally, like a fog just descends upon me eyes, and all I can remember is saying, "My city smells like Cheerios." Right. And the next thing I know,
my city smells like Cheerios.
Exactly. And then next thing I know, I'm like in downtown Buffalo. I don't know what to do. It's so weird.
I can't control myself anytime I approach the factory. There's nothing I can do besides scream, "My city smells like Cheerios."
Yeah.
It's just something comes over my body, and I don't know how to get him out. So
yeah, it's almost like a magical spell, that is keeping us from getting in.
Hurt.
This could be our first hurt call.
I'm kidding. Yeah, this could be hurt. You're right.
Hello.
Hello, Dirk. This is Paul Clemente. How are you?
Oh, hey, Paul. You still sound like an automated phone recording.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. Paul Clemente is home safe and well with his family.
So wait, so you're still talking in the third person? Are you actually home with your family right now? Not
yes,
at General
I am home
Mills.
with my loved ones. I am home with my loved ones, enjoying beautiful General Mills products with my entire family of all ages and demographics.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Brian, do you guys have interest in General Mills products?
Not really. I'm more of a Post guy. Sorry.
Post has a wide variety of cereals and meals for families.
Wait, so are you also under the are you under the control of every cereal manufacturer in this country? Is Quaker controlling you too?
Big Cereal together as like a New World Order business conglomerate.
Oh my God.
Has taken him over.
The General Mills bouquet of products serve all of my needs for my entire family.
Oh my God. I'm really worried about Paul here. Paul, is there any...
please don't worry about Paul. He is safe and home with his family.
See, that's the thing that worries me. You keep saying Paul is safe at home with his family. Who are we talking to if this isn't Paul?
This is Paul. I am Paul.
Oh, boy. Brian, what did you do last time to kind of snap him out of it? Did you say my city smells like Cheerios?
I think I did.
Paul, my city smells like Cheerios.
Guys, I don't know why you keep telling people that you've been outside. I haven't seen you at all. They give me this little tiny window I can look out of,
And I haven't seen you guys at all. You guys are playing it up for the show of like having this flea market and carnival barking. I haven't seen you. I am stuck here, and it is terrible. Everything smells bad, and everyone's upset with me, and I don't know why. I've been here for the longest time.
Oh no.
You know what? In our defense, though, right? You can't just organize a flea market on a major cereal company's
Property.
factory
Yeah.
grounds.
Yeah.
Just at a whim.
Also, a flea market at this time of year is really hard to get
Right,
people to
it's-
come out to even shop because it's so freaking cold.
We're trying our best. We were trying to work for the permits. We got our lawyer Dantano on it.
Yeah. He's the best in the biz.
Best in the biz. Great guy. Great hair. Remember, the better you look, the better you play. This guy in the courtroom, he slicks his hair back. He's got a monocle that's encrusted with diamonds.
Yeah.
Beautiful man.
And sometimes I've even seen him in the courtroom kind of like let his monocle hit the light coming through the window while the defense is giving their testimony, and it almost blinds them because it's so sparkly and bedecked with jewels and gemstones.
Right, and that is part of his big trick at the end when he gives his closing statement and says, "I now rest my case," and then he does this little head movement that makes his, beautiful jewels, rhinestones, and diamond stones all glisten with the colors of the rainbow, and it kind of like goes on the sky as if it were the Northern Lights.
Yes.
Right, and that's
It's
how
quite
he wins the
dazzling.
case.
Yeah.
Right, and the jurors are just like, "I can't believe this.
Yeah.
He wins just because."
The beautiful colors.
Right. Because they know a man that can create these beautiful colors, he deserves the victory.
Yeah, he can't be a bad man.
No.
So Dantanto is on the case. Is that, did I mess up his name?
No, it's perfect.
I
I said
did.
Dantano, but I like Dantanto so much.
Oh gosh. Constructs Nunchucks in the chat just said, "Does anyone have phone number?" It's moving from emails to phone numbers. If anyone is in the chat right now with Constructs Nunchucks, do not give him any personal information.
No. Stop in this instant. Please, we need you to help us. We're helpless little idiots. Like, we're trying to get, like, our answer to this is trying to get a permit to hold a flea market on the factory grounds. Okay, so you guys, if you have a better idea, help.
Yeah. SOS. Or SOP. Save our Paul.
Soap. Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, soap. It's soap, Jerry. I wanted to mention, I think we might have just talked about this after the show last week. The joint stone. I ordered one. It's supposed to be here in like a few days. I'm eagerly awaiting it. Do you want to kind of explain what it is? Because you're the one who actually brought it to my attention and to the sweeties on Discord.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a thing that you can, like, you put the end of a joint in, and it basically, like, extends its life and makes it easier to get, like, good poofs off of. So basically you stick it, like the filter end in, then you light it, and then you suck through the other end of the stone, right?
Yeah.
And that's the best I can.
And beneath the sling tang you'll go, right?
Yeah, right. And it just like you get bigger ones and better ones, and it extends the life of it to when it gets shorter, and it doesn't make it as hard. So there's
I'm so excited for my sling tang stone.
Yeah. So I got one that has like a beautiful desert scene. And it reminds me of when I went to Joshua Tree. It has a beautiful beautiful roadrunner being beautiful with cacti. Just so beautiful. And I was thinking for you, I was kind of thinking about this. Maybe you could tie this into like your wedding or even like your first anniversary, just because these things can be so beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe, as like some kind of gift, right? You could present this romantically. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In the boudoir.
Right. But I guess I forgot an important part. It's always hard to like recreate these things.
I know where you're going with this. We did have a chat about this.
Yeah.
I believe your suggestion to me was
Thank you. Yes.
to find a Betty Boop joint stone
Right.
for my soon-to-be wife.
Right, Betty Boop. We all know that classic symbol of love and romance, right?
Yeah.
So what I was thinking, because I mentioned it can be beautiful sometimes with these wonderful stones. So get it into a little jewelry box.
Oh, yeah.
Get down on your knee and present it.
The way that I'm kind of picturing it is, like I said, in the boudoir, I recreate the scene from Pretty Woman where
What does that mean, by the way?
in the boudoir,
Yeah.
that just means I think it's a fancy way of saying in the bedroom.
Okay.
It implies holiness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But I was gonna say I would recreate the famous scene from Pretty Woman where Richard Gere presents I'm blanking on her name. Why am I blanking on her name?
Julia Roberts?
Yes,
Is that her?
Julia Roberts. I kept wanting to say Julie Andrews, which is not at all the same person. Julia Roberts, when he presents her with the necklace, and then she goes to touch it, and he snaps the box shut, and she starts laughing hysterically. So imagine me presenting a jewelry box to my fiance, and I open it up, and there's a beautiful Betty Boop joint stone within, and she goes to touch it, and I snap the box shut, and then she laughs hysterically.
So she wouldn't get it then? You take it away?
No, she does
He who
get
giveth
it.
taketh away.
It's just a bit of a tease,
Oh, yeah. So to make it more like a Christmas commercial? Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
Diamonds. Dun 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 dun.
Joint stone.
Dun 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 dun.
Betty Boop.
Dun 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 dun. Romance. Dun 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 dun. Proposal? I don't know.
Yeah.
Swarovski crystals.
Oh man. Do you think they make a Swarovski crystal joint stone?
They must.
They simply must. Or one that's encrusted in Swarovski crystals.
Maybe we need to start like our own DIY ones for like the show, like for the
I was kind of thinking about that too, because they don't seem too hard to make, and we actually do have an abundance of clay here at the house.
Do you really?
Yeah, we do. And to be honest, I have been looking for a Betty Boop joint stone for my fiance.
Right, of course, for that
For the-
special
for the-
Christmas romantic moment diamond commercial. Yes.
Well, I was thinking the wedding night, the marital
Oh yes.
for the, before,
Yeah.
before the marital embrace.
Uh-huh.
I present her with the Betty Boop joint stone, but the problem
That's a very
is
bad saxophone.
I haven't been able to find one, so I think I'm gonna have to make
That's
one.
a crime.
But that would make it even more romantic because I
Right.
crafted it myself.
So you're all in on this now. You're gonna
Oh.
handcraft this, get a jewelry box, present it to her on the
Yeah.
wedding night as Kenny G plays in the background,
Oh,
maybe.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
That kind of sounded like the little hook from the Biggie song. I love it when you call me Big Papa. So yes, I'm 100% in. And if I do make this, I will share pictures, of course.
Oh yeah, you simply must. So what are you gonna do? How would you do a Betty Boop? Is it gonna be hand drawn Betty Boop, or are you
See,
gonna find like a trace, something to trace?
well, that's a good question. I think if I did it freehand, it would look pretty fucked up. I'm not a very good illustrator, and if I'm painting with glaze, ceramic glaze, on a little joint stone, it's not going to turn out very well. But I think if I used a stencil, surely there's a Betty Boop stencil out there, it would look pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that for the Patreon, we should add your hand-drawn drawing of Betty Boop. You should create it, and we should just
Ooh.
upload it to the Patreon. Next time you get bored, just draw out your Betty Boop. We'll get that uploaded. Patreon members only exclusive. They can see your hand-drawn
Or we
Betty
could just make it a new tier, the Betty Boop tier, and every month I'll send you a hand-drawn picture
Every
of Betty
month.
Boop.
Every month I'll send you a brand new Betty Boop.
And then there's just some sick fuck who's got them all posted up on their wall.
And if you subscribe now, every month I'll send you a brand new Betty Boop.
Boop boop a doo. Now that is great.
I'm imagining some like dork ass like right wing like podcast like hard ass guy doing an ad, and that's
Oh.
the ad. And every month I'll send you an exclusive new Betty Boop.
Drawn by hand by me.
Yeah. The Boop Guy. I bet there's like a right wing talk show host out there that thinks he's like married to Betty Boop. So that's my wife, Betty Boop.
Why you looking at my wife? Don't look at my wife.
My wife ain't getting the vaccine. Betty Boop ain't vaccinated.
We don't know what's in that thing.
You really want those curls to fall off Betty's head? We don't know what that poison will do to her.
I
That's
love
my
you.
wife. That's my wife, Betty Boop.
I love this guy. Like, this character is amazing. You know, while we're talking about characters real quick,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I'm walking into work or if I'm driving somewhere, I think up like, okay, you know, if you audition for Saturday Night Live, you have to have like a stable of characters that you have to perform.
Yeah. I don't know if I knew that, but I think I kind of maybe I've heard that before. Yeah.
Like it's not the whole thing, but it's a part of the audition process. Like
Uh-huh.
you have to have like 4 or 5 characters that you can play.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
sometimes when I'm bored, I like to think up like the dumbest fucking character I can. That like I fantasize about being in the audition process for SNL and doing a really dipshit character. So like one of them is guy who gets mad when women wear baseball caps. You don't even play baseball. Or today, like I saw some ice, or not ice. I saw some salt on the sidewalk because it was icy out,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the ice had melted, and it kind of looked like with the salt, it all kind of like globbed together. It kind of looked like cottage cheese. So then I thought, this would be a great character. Guy who thinks you put down cottage cheese to melt ice.
Guy who thinks cottage cheese grows in the street.
Yeah.
No, you just push it. You just take it out and you eat
What? I don't know where that voice came from, but I love it. So that's what I do when I am just left to my own devices.
Yeah, I think I feel like I don't ever remember characters that I do. Like, there aren't very many that come back.
Mm.
I think, like, I do a lot of just, like, one-off.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Sometimes those are the best ones, though.
Yeah, like, I'm sure that guy that I just did with thinks that cottage cheese grows on the cement. I don't think I'll ever do him again.
Yeah.
Right? When would he ever come back up?
You never know. I mean...
The thing is, I probably wouldn't even remember it if it did. Like, if you told me to do that next week, I'd probably be like, oh, fuck, I don't remember how to do that voice.
Replay the tape. Pete Owens just suggested podcast episode to go with all slide whistle. Sorry. An episode of only Brian and Dirk's SNL characters. Like an Oops All Berries of characters.
I actually made a video once where I think I did some SNL characters. And one of them was Adam Sandler in The Mask.
Okay.
Did I do that?
That's really good.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty good?
If I were
I
Lorne
think
Michaels, I'd hire you on the spot.
I know. I think, did I do that? That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. It sounds just like him. It works on so many levels. Adam Sandler in The Mask, even though there's no mask reference and it's just Urkel. It's
And then not even a good Urkel either. Did I do that?
but it's a really good Adam Sandler voice, and that's what counts.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because it was Sandler. So,
Yeah.
well,
The Sandman.
Mind equals Strone once again.
Yeah.
My mind has become vegetable soup. Mind Strone soup.
Mindstone soup, bitch. Well, we're getting to the end of the show, so that
No!
means...
Hurt!
Oh, I'm sorry, we have to stop. The special word has been said in the special way.
Yes.
We simply
okay.
must stop.
I think I can go on now. It's just originally
Okay.
the first time hearing that it was getting towards the end. Just brought up some very tough feelings inside me body.
Well, sometimes, everybody hurts. That's what REM says.
You're right. They did once say that.
All right. Well, the randomizer hasn't seen a whole lot of action in the past couple of weeks.
Oh, that's right.
Let's hope it fires up. I haven't touched it since before Christmas.
Yeah, we might have to get it tuned up.
Well, we'll see.
Muchland.
There we go.
What is this?
Almost didn't work.
What did it say?
Computer, can you repeat that for us, please?
Muchland.
Munchland.
Welcome
Lunchland?
to Munchland.
Next door to Lunchland. Once you finished up with lunch and you want a little munch, come right next door to Munchland for your snacks. Chomp chomp. I don't know. Lock me up, okay? Just lock me the fuck up.
See, I was going to say, if your cousin Brandon was here, he'd probably say, more like Butt Munchland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because, he loves to kick and eat.
Munchland. Fucking kick your ass. Let kick and eat ass.
Yeah.
That's not a very good impression of him, I don't think, though.
It's been a while since really since you've seen him, right? And
At this point, I don't even remember what happened the last time I saw him. He ran out the front door, I think, right? Like he's
Yeah.
shrieking.
yeah,
He like fell. Didn't him and I tussle in here,
I
right?
think
That's
I think
right.
you did. Yeah.
I think that was the last time I saw him. Yeah, like my keyboard fell over. Remember,
That's
because we
right.
were recording.
There was a police call, right? One of your neighbors
Yeah.
called the police.
That wasn't that time. My neighbors called the police, and there was what did we call it? A disturbance.
Oh,
I-
about the jorts, right? Or no, the shorts on stage.
Yeah, because I think I was shrieking
Yeah.
uncontrollably about you never wear shorts on stage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep. Yeah, you were saying, screaming at the top of your lungs, "Kill yourself."
Yeah. You never wear shorts on stage. You do kill yourself.
Yeah, that was it. And then the police got called because there was
Yeah.
a disturbance.
All right. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, the police have been called a few times as a result of things that have happened on this program. We've been visited by repo men mid episode
Oh, yeah.
before. Remember, they started to just take our stuff away as we were
Yeah.
recording. Crazy stuff.
I forgot about that.
Crazy stuff.
Pete Owens said, "No, it's the first world of the Brian's Little Piss Pot Adventures video game, Munchland."
Munchland.
I hate to burst your bubble, but the article is not Munchland.
No.
It's Muchland.
Much land. Okay, as in like a lot of land, right?
Yes. So Muchland is a medieval manor in
Medieval, right? You said it right. There you go. Medieval.
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 Funky, called medieval.
That's right.
In Low Furnace in the county of Cumbria. It's the horniest county in all of northern England. The manor was the seat of the lords of Aldingham and included at its peak the villages of Bardsea, Urswick, Scales, Stainton, Sunbrick, Baycliff, Gleaston, Aldingham, Dendron, Lease, and not to be forgotten, Newbiggin.
Lease, is that like the plural of lice?
Yes,
would you say?
it is.
Lease. Yes.
It was the only lice-only community at its time.
Wow, there's also historic remains there. How beautiful, how romantic.
Yes.
How breathtaking.
Like Gleaston Castle or Aldingham Castle or the Gleaston Watermill or even the Druids Temple.
Oh, the Druids Temple sounds fun, but scary.
Probably haunted.
Yeah. Like, what goes on at the Druids Temple?
Probably all sorts of scary, creepy shit.
Lots of chanting, right? Like
Something to do with runes, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. So, here's something I'm noticing. I opened the article here, too. Okay. And we got Muchland, right? It's called Muchland, as in there would be a lot of land.
Uh-huh.
But it shows a map of where Munchland is
Yeah.
in Cumbria.
Yeah.
And it is literally the tiniest little speck. Like,
Yeah.
in the very bottom right corner. It is not much land at all, is what I would like to say about that. So, maybe they're even canceled for lying to us so blatantly.
Sis, I think you are absolutely right. I think that this is just a blatant lie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is deception on a level that I have not seen in a very long time. And frankly, I think we haven't pressed the button in a long time. I think it's due now. Muchland, Lords, you're freaking canceled, sis.
It's such a blatant lie. Like, when you look at the map of Cumbria, okay, literally there's a section that sticks out of Cumbria as if it were its penis.
Yep.
Okay, which is where Muchland is located, but it's only a small dot even on the penis.
Yeah.
And it's a small. It's
Yeah.
not a huge penis either.
No, it's a classic small weenus, for sure.
So not very much land at all is more like it.
Yeah.
That is just a blatant lie. Don't come in my face with this bullshit, okay? Play silly games, win silly prizes.
Yeah, exactly. So, Muchland, I don't think so. More like not so much land. Am I right?
Oh, damn! Got him!
Ooh, premium roast coming right up.
Last week, there was an instance at the end of the episode where I was making kissing noises that were disgusting and quite frankly illegal, and I would like to apologize.
Oh, you
to
mean
that. And-
these?
I'm kissing you. Oh no, take this off. This sounds illegal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly that. And I would like to apologize for what I did to close out last year. I think it was just the stress of the year all piling on top of me, right? It's been a couple rough ones. But now, as we move forward into the... Excuse me, I burped into the new year. Let's just not dwell on what happened there. We're gonna start fresh, okay?
Yeah, new year, new us, for
Mhm.
sure. And
Yeah, I will.
now is a great time to get onto the Patreon. For just
That's right.
like what, $3 a month, you can get into the Discord.
Get into the Discord where we chat pretty much every day, have fun, joke around. It's a lot of fun. You can ask the other people that are in it. They say it's a lot of fun. So come join us. It's cool. We're doing socialisms. And you get your own exclusive Betty Boop drawing every week. So
That's only a special tier, and
right.
the price is TBD at this point.
Right. It hasn't been deterred. There's still some details to work out.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
Yeah, if you choose that tier, I will send you a hand drawn picture of Betty Boop every month. Maybe I'll even number them.
I mean, like, how could you, like, how, when you're listening, how would you now want to join our Patreon is kind of like what I don't understand, because, like, where else could you, like, torture people into forcing them to draw pictures of Betty Boop?
Yeah,
Right?
for
Like-
real. Or let's not forget, we also promised to shine shoes
That's
at a specific tier.
That's
So,
right.
Like you could get us to shine your shoes. You
Mhm.
could get me to draw you a picture of Betty Boop every month. You could get a signed 8x10 glossy picture of Brian doing the famous
The thinking man's dipshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much. Tchotchkes? Do we have tchotchkes?
Yeah, we have. Well, tchotchkes aplenty once we get those joint stones rolling.
That's right. We got tchotchkes coming.
So, yeah. Patreon.com/OMG So Random Hehe. Look out for that Betty Boop tier. It is coming, and if someone signs up for it, or multiple people sign up for it, I will draw you Betty Boops. That's my guarantee.
The Betty Boop guarantee.
It's the
Over
Betty
and out.
Bye.